Now, the office of Senator Ned Nwoko has come out to say that Regina's medical report, yes, that medical report that has been circulating online for some days now, that confirms what Ned had said about Regina using substance and him trying to help Regina to quit using substance, about what he has been doing, the steps he has taken to help Regina to overcome her drug problems. Yes, that same report, the office of Senator Ned Nwoko has come out to say that that report is true. But yes, the hospital never released the report. That of course the patient's medical report is confidential. So the hospital never released it. That part should be disregarded. That they released the report, that's the part that we should disregard. But that the information in that report is very, very true. It's very, very true. Now let me read what the office of Senator Ned Nwoko said. It says, a medical report concerning Regina Nwoko has been circulating online. The reports are genuine. The rehabilitation center only clarified that it did not publish or circulate the documents, which is expected because medical institutions must protect clients' confidentiality. They did not deny authorizing the reports. Their concern is the leak itself. The public is encouraged to read the full reports because they explain the situation clearly and directly. Both the toxicology reports and the Serenity Hospital report confirm the presence of the same substances, all at levels that pose serious health risks. Marijuana, coke, morphine, opiates at extremely elevated levels, alcohol at critically dangerous level. The Nizamiya Hospital report that dated 3rd October adds an even more troubling detail. She was brought into the hospital unconscious for a drug overdose. These facts are documented, consistent, and deeply alarming. The reports also describe the challenges the rehabilitation center faced, including persistent interference from her siblings. They openly stated that they do not see anything wrong in giving her alcohol and weed, even while she was undergoing rehabilitation. How ridiculous is that? And they have continued enabling her substance abuse, or her substance use rather. Their actions made effective treatment impossible and remain one of the major reasons she has not been able to complete rehabilitation. Many have questioned why the senator is insisting on therapy. His determination comes from the clear reality that several of Regina's recent decisions are not coming from a stable and healthy frame. They have a very good point here. Are not coming from a stable and healthy frame of mind. She is vulnerable, unprotected, and exposed to individuals who exploit her for personal gain. Very, very obvious. Her online behavior reflects her current struggles, and she tends to listen more to public voices than to medical professionals or her husband. It's very obvious. People, especially Regina herself, stops being emotional about this and face this whole thing logically. Because at the end of the day, if you look around here, you realize Ned is the only one who has been hinting, or rather hitting on the fact that Regina needs help, she needs rehabilitation. Why are family members not more concerned about getting her help? Why are they more concerned about fighting Ned for whatever Ned may have done to Regina? Okay, Ned has done this or that to Regina. Why not focus first and foremost on getting help for Regina, and then you can deal with Ned later for whatever he may have done to Regina. Except of course they do not see anything wrong with her. But you don't see anything wrong with her, but you are saying that Ned has done something to her. Does that even make any sense? She herself has admitted to taking drugs, to abusing substances. Why don't you get her help first? Why don't you focus on that? Put all your energy into that first, before anything else. Past attempts to help her privately did not succeed. Given the severity of the substances detected and the documented hospital emergency, where she arrived unconscious, it is no longer an issue that can be handled quietly. At this point, the question becomes, must we wait until Regina reaches a point of irreversible harm before we support her? And at the end of the day, guess who will take the blame? You can see why Ned is really trying to help her. Because now that he's trying to help her, that the thing is, the situation has not gone so bad that it cannot be repaired. That cannot be fixed. They are blaming him. Now imagine if Regina progresses even further, if her case should become worse. Who will they blame? Okay. Encourage her to help substance abuse and help her commit to rehabilitation. The distinguished senator is genuinely and deeply concerned. His tone, his actions, and his persistence all reflect a man who wants Regina to recover, to be safe, to be clear-minded, and to be present for her two young sons. Don't forget Regina's children. Her sons are still very young. Until those boys are old enough to guide her themselves, he will continue, that is Ned now, Ned will continue doing everything within his responsibility to help restore her well-being and ensure that the future choices are made with clarity. The message remains clear. The reports are authentic. The hospitals and rehabilitation centers did not leak them. The findings speak for themselves. Regina needs consistent treatment, support, and protection. Not denial, not interference, and not enabling, of course. She is a mother and she deserves the chance to regain her healthy stability. Communications Team Limited, Office of Distinguished Senator Ned Nwoko. So you have heard it. The best way they decrease, no say decrease. Now people wey dey around go know, and then go help am. You don't want help am. Family members, relatives, and then go help am. They are the ones in a position to help her, especially somebody suffering from substance abuse. They tend not to ever want to help themselves. They will do everything to prove to you that they don't need help, and that is what Regina is doing right now. While on the one hand, it is showing that she needs help. On the other hand, she's trying to prove that she doesn't need help. But in time, it will become obvious to everybody, both those who are fighting for her, or rather those who are fighting Ned for her, that she needs help, that Ned has been right all along, that she really needs help. And it will become very obvious. It is gradually, of course, becoming obvious. But eventually, everybody will get to accept the fact that Regina needs help. Like I said about the video I posted here, Regina before Ned, or just after she married Ned, and this current Regina looks like she has depreciated. And it is not just because of the stress that she has gone through in that marriage or during all this saga. No. The way she talks now, the way she carries herself, is lower than the way she used to carry herself back then. Much, much lower. She talks now like a teenager instead of one full-grown mature adult. She talks like a teenager. She talks like somebody that has grown backwards instead of grown forward. That has progressed. She talks like somebody who is under something, who is being controlled by something. Like she's not in full control of her life. Just listen to her talk for a few seconds. The way the tone of her voice, everything is different. And not in a good way. She needs help to find herself back. Herself, the former self that she had. If you look at her then, videos of her then and now, videos of her recently, it's obvious. This thing has it has spoiled a lot of things in her system. It has spoiled her a lot. She needs help urgently, serious help. And she obviously cannot get that help. And if she's constantly surrounded by the people that love her too much to help her. Sometimes family members that love the victim so much, they are not the best to help because they want to do whatever the victim wants, which will not be something that is good for the victim. And that is what is going on here with Regina and her family members. They love her too much to give her the help that she needs. That is what I see here. That is what I see here, but let's hope that some outsiders and even her father will step in and she will get the help that she needs eventually.